We saw him for 8.5 minutes on Friday night. Williams told to go to work on Sotto. Muscled his way in.
We saw this on
Final minute of the opening quarter. Chi had the seal and the jam. Deep three. That's missing. Brockhoff doesn't get it to go. Creek does. Mum and Dad up in row V. What's going on there? Last play. Chi drives and forces Sotto into a foul.
Also, he's got the rookie as the matchup right now.
To 19 points, which is
they're going to take some beating.
over the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and they've been middle of the pack this season
as well. That looked like a little
score over the top of Sotto. An offensive foul now. Adnam. Deep three. Gets drives.
They are falling into must-win games for them. And well within their capacity.
Welcome to John Cain Arena, where the South East Melbourne Phoenix are set to do battle with the Adelaide 36ers.
This is Liam Santamaria, the champion starting five for them. Well, they need to hit back after Friday, no question about that.
Yeah, they do. They let that game slip against the Wildcats, lost 2 in a row. Now, Mitch McCarron, he was sensational stuff in the stat sheet. Robert Franks and Daniel Johnson, we know what they can do offensively. How do they handle Creek and Big Sauce down low?
Southeast Melbourne with the best home record in the Hungry Jacks NBL this season. 7-2 on their floor at John Cain Arena. Brown unsuccessful. A little bit happening just slightly off the ball with Ruben Tarangi.
15-7, holding foul.
And Cleveland. Foul on the Phoenix, their third of this first quarter.
Wholesale changes to the lineup. Both teams, Kyle Adnam checking in. Gary Brown, bit of a quiet start for him. He was terrific the other night. 12 points, 10 assists. A double-double for the Puerto Rican point guard. But 0 of 3 from long range to begin this one. Hasn't quite found his groove.
Kyle Adnam in for his first minutes of the afternoon, as is Kai Sotto for the Adelaide 36ers. We saw him for 8.5 minutes on Friday night. Pass not finding the target.
Tough pass. You got the big fella, 7-2, rolling to the rim. Perhaps a little overhead pass, go over the top of the defense rather than trying that little bounce pass to the big fella.
Williams told to go to work on Sotto. Muscled his way in.
We saw this on Friday's game when Sotto's on there. They're just going at him. They're trying to isolate him and see what he can do to keep people in front. Just that little bounce pass that I'm talking about. Good coverage there by Williams was in enough to still be able to put some pressure on that pass. And there's the isolation. Strong hit straight into the chest of Sotto and makes that little bit of separation.
It's an interesting look.
Not sure how you got front row seats, but how do you see the game through that?
Really trying to stay incognito.
Yeah.
That could be anyone under there. That could be Copes for all we know.
Yeah, well, these are the minutes where things can get a little dicey for Adelaide defensively. Daniel Johnson and Kai Sotto sharing the floor together. But at the offensive end, I'd like to see him go at Daniel Johnson in the block here. He's got Ruben Tarangi as his direct matchup.
Sunday Tetch lost the handle. There's one of the best competitions in sport right now. How you can meet Shaquille O'Neal. Enter now, flight to com, everything looked after, thanks to Reebok. Kel with 8. That floater was well short. And Drimic up the floor quickly. Adnam commits the foul.
Now, one of the big challenges that the Phoenix have got is how they reintroduced Joe Chi back into the lineup. And he's missed a lot of basketball. Came into the start of the season not in great shape. Got hurt with a calf injury. And has spent a lot of time on the sidelines. And during that time, they've played some really good basketball. Dane Pino coming in and playing that real defensive role and providing a spark on the defensive end for him.
Johnson with the offensive rebound. The presence of Chi was just enough then to change the shot.
That's what he can do. He's good rim protector.
Tarangi, all sorts of wide open. Ron Brockhoff hustles and comes up with it. Final minute of the opening quarter. Chi had the seal and the jam.
Well, Sotto there just tries to full front, and if you're going to do that, you need two things. You need extreme ball pressure to make that pass a lot tougher, and you certainly need someone on the weak side hedging a little to be a deterrent.
9-point lead right now for the Phoenix. It's a game-high lead for them.
It's been a good defensive effort. 5 of 17. Now, the Adelaide 36 have been blazing away. Worked a lot from the three-point line where they're only 2 of 9. But 5 of 17, 29% so far for the Adelaide 36ers. That combined with 4 turnovers is a big reason right now they trail it by 9.
Okay, so I'll tell my guys.
Scores were level at 7 apiece. It's been a 15-6 run from the Phoenix, Liam, and as Gazy said, it's all started at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, the pressure's been pretty good. They've been executing the scat. They've dodged a couple of bullets. Wide open looks from Daniel Johnson from long range, and a couple of other guys getting some pretty good looks, but they've been making them pay down the other end, running it, pushing the ball, getting on the rim.
Adam, the quick release 3, a little 2-for-1 offering. That'll be good for his confidence. Now the lead is 10. Adelaide have had some issues with the way they're starting games this season. It's a problem for them again today. Shot clock at 7. Detch into the lane.
That's got to count, I would think. Fouled in the shot. Looked like it hit the backboard.
Getting the ball before the okay. Black 4, push, 2 shots.
Oh. Let's have a look at the replay. Got away with a little hold earlier on, and then at the end, oh, maybe not. Hard to tell from that angle. This one here might give us... No, that's a goaltend.
That's a goaltend.
Yes, sir.
Trust your gut, Drewy.
I thought it was the first time I saw it, but I just lacked a little confidence, but...
Hey, Mick, we're not watching the screen.
That's reviewable, though, isn't it?
Travis says he has him blocking the ball before
It's hit the backboard first.
Okay,
Definitely.
okay, put a count, please. Points count. 1 shot.
Well, I assume someone in the hub got the message to the officials, because it seemed like originally they were ruling that it was a clean block.
They might have heard you through the wall hit.
Perhaps. I'm here to provide that sort of advice.
Yeah, and your voice is that loud that it's very possible. It's common sense, everyone working together.
Well, that's right. Got the right outcome in the end.
Detch with the extra. 7.3 seconds for the Phoenix. Adnam, deep 3. That's missing. Brockhoff doesn't get it to go. Creek does.
I don't think he got it off before the...
I think he did.
He did he?
I reckon he did. Stuck with the play, Mitch Creek.
I think this should be reviewable as well.
Let's just hold off here. Oh, yes,
I
sir.
clearly got it off.
Don't stick with your gut, Drewy.
That's it.
Mum and Dad up in row V. What's going on there? Last play. Chi drives and forces Sotto into a foul.
Well, simple. Just go to the man where they're in a man-to-man. Just go to the man where you feel like you've got your best advantage. And they're really picking on teams. They're really starting to pick on Sotto when he's out there. And he has to take more responsibility and do a better job. But certainly collectively, it's got to find ways to try and help him out, because it's very consistent when he's on the floor what teams are doing.
Chi makes the second. 56-41. Adelaide needs something special. What about that? Sunday ditch like a quarterback.
Love it.
Threw that thing from one end of the floor to the other, and Robert Franks did the rest. He looked like Tom Brady.
Perfect.
Might have got away with a little push in the back there. Have a
That's
look.
okay. Let him get away with it. What a pass.
Tarangi looking for that same action with Chi. It wasn't quite to the same effect, but they got the job done.
When I was talking about throwing up to anywhere about 10 feet, but it's got to be at the rim. That's the one that was close enough to the rim. The next attempt was just a little far out, but still good enough for Joe Chi to go get it, come down and power it up.
And you spoke about the awareness, Drewy. We talk about how you use Joe Chi, and of course that involves pounding it down to him in the block, letting him go to work, but also the awareness to know he's up there. Throw it up. If you draw that help defender, Kyle Adner missed him in one of those actions in the first half. If the big fella comes across to block your shot, put it over the top and Joe Chi will go get it.
2 of 6 from the free throw line today. It's a different lineup out there for the Phoenix to finish the quarter. Grant Anticevic in for his first minutes. The size of Chi a massive issue right now.
Clearly, CJ recognising the problems on the boards, and they've given up that 10 offensive boards down low, and
44.
straight away, you've got the two little fellas in there on Joe Chi. He goes to the line to shoot a couple more. Not only do you have problems with the rebounds, these flies are giving him all sorts of issues.
Is the roof open? I thought we weren't quite at that point yet.
How did the fly get in there?
This is what I've talked about during the week, Drewy. Why I think a healthy Joe Chi has the potential to put the Southeast Melbourne over the top.
Absolutely. And you know what I've been talking out for the entire year?
Oh, we know.
Tell
It's
us.
the electric vehicle on offer by MG.
We know.
Lay it out for us.
And it's this thing, and the little circle there is the key, because they have run with the dual fuel type arrangement. Not this one, 100% if you don't mind, electric.
That's more the type of clip you're looking for.
I'm going to go sample one. I've
NBL.
determined I'm going to go have a look at one.
nbl.com.au/winmg. You campaign hard for one, no question about that.
No, I'm just out of my own. Just going to have a look at it. And there we see Franks on the box with a little step back. As I mentioned in the first half, I'd just like to see even a lot of it's just coming off his own bat. That's way too easy. Tarangi just waltzes down the middle of the paint for the easy two. But even moving Franks around and getting into some more sets to that rather than just keeping him stationary would be helpful as well.
Also, he's got the rookie as the matchup right now, Anticevic, who I think is going to be a really good player over the stretch of things. But in the meantime, pound it into Robert Franks and let him go to work.
Well, I missed something. It's been an issue with Dane Pinner, because to see this, I see him suited up on the sideline, but this is a change in their rotations as well. With what they're doing
Okay, yeah.
with Anticevic.
They're just tangling up.
So we
TK, please.
blew a stoppage, but no foul call.
Yes.
Just have a look there. Chi and Sotto.
The whistle was blown, the fist went up,
Yeah, looked
and
like-
then just a little talking to.
Just looking to defuse the situation.
Just as I spoke about Dane Pinner, he checks in.
Adnam from the elbow. Loves it in that area.
Not in that area, he doesn't.
Not in that one, though.
So let's just have a look here. Comes off the on ball. Well, just a little backhanded flick. Just got him there. Right hand.
Just check in, knock one down, pop a little whack, and have a seat.
Carl Adam just talking a little bit louder right now.
He's missing as well.
He'll be right. Adelaide down 18. Franks over the top of Anticevic. Doesn't get that to go. Three-quarter time, it's an 18-point lead.
Best on your recovery and everything, but it's time to get back to this game.
Isn't that a great story, Felix? Well done. Well done to the Phoenix. And I think it's fair to say that after pretty much half a season now in the Hungry Jacks NBL as being part of the broadcast team, Felix is feeling pretty confident, pretty comfortable.
Oh, he had that confidence when he came out of the womb. He just oozes confidence, our man Felix.
Look at him. He's looking more and more like a modern-day version of Miami Vice every time we see him.
Great story, though. Great story, though, about young Claude, 15-year-old. And the heart condition, the surgery, as the three ball gets knocked down from Trey Kell, doesn't allow him to play competitive sport. And they offered him a one-game contract last year, the Phoenix. Brought him into training and gave him the deal, and now he's paying them back in spades from the sidelines.
That's very cool. Well done. Marshall's been excellent.
It's a bit of a coming-out party for Marshall today. He's been showing us the full repertoire from the three-point line, the little float at that time with the mid-range attack on the rim. He has got a very bright future from what we've seen throughout the course of this season, in particular today. And Anthony Drimmick can't handle Mitch Creek down low.
It's back out to 19 points, which is an equal game-high lead for South East Melbourne. They have done a number on Adelaide. Have led almost exclusively from when the score, after Adelaide scored the first 6 of the game. It's been all South East Melbourne since then. Brokoff. Not that time. How good is this South East Melbourne Phoenix team, Andrew Gaze?
I think they are championship contenders. I think they've got all the pieces there, and they've shown a level of resilience as Galloway comes down, and he is instant offense. When he comes into the game, there's no doubt about what his role is, and that is to come and let it fly. But no, I like it at all the positions we see with Phoenix, and this year, as opposed to some of the other seasons, they seem to be a lot better prepared on the defensive end, a lot more aggressive, picking up full court and trying to really be very proactive on the defensive end, and they're going to take some beating.
Sotto launches from outside. It's been there, and it's no secret, it's been their Achilles heel since day one in this competition, South East Melbourne, the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and they've been middle of the pack this season in that regard. The 6th in defensive rating, but their ceiling defensively, I actually think is really high. We see that from time to time. Saw that against Illawarra in that third quarter. Now, they're the last-ranked team in the league, of course, but they ramped up the pressure, and they blew them out, 19-zip run. They brought it from early doors here. It just slips away from time to time. But I tell you, I'm really looking forward to seeing them play Sydney. Haven't played Sydney yet, the Phoenix. Seeing them play Cairns again. They've played Cairns once, lost to them. They've split their matchups with the Breakers thus far. They got pantsed by the Breakers last time they played them. So those top couple, they're taking care of business against a lot of these other teams, as they're doing here today. Looking forward down the stretch to see them go head-to-head with the other members of that top 4.
And they've got a significant run of away games, haven't they, Liam, coming up? So that'll test them, but they've been able to bank a few right now that they've put themselves in a really good position where they're going to, you'd think they're going to battle for that top 2 spot. And that is going to relieve a lot of pressure.
This will
knowing
take
that you're straight through to the semis.
Sorry, Drew. This will take them to 10-6 on the season. 8-2 on their home floor. And they've got Melbourne on Thursday in the 3rd edition of the Throwdown. And then on Sunday, 4th I should say, sorry. And then on Sunday, they'll play Sydney in regional. Normally it's Alan Williams in double-double territory, but it's been Chi today. Anthony Drimmick knocks that one down. A couple of late subs.
Nice night from Mitch Creek. 2nd in the league in scoring. The leader of this team, and he's the leader of this game. As far as points are concerned, 24 points at nearly 50%, 8 boards for him, 4 assists. Really nice night at the office.
Does what's required, steps up at the big moment, but prepared to facilitate as well. That looked like a little running start by Tarangi, but he still goes in and goes over the top of Sotto.
He needed it to score over the top of Sotto. An offensive foul now.
Why don't we do that more?
Sotto's third.
Just run in and
It's been a tough afternoon at the office. Hasn't scored, hasn't had a rebound, has had 1 turnover and 3 fouls.
Not a lot in it, but it's just that little shuffle to the left.
Adnam, deep 3. He's off the front. Here's Sotto, his first rebound. Sotto gets drives. Now Sotto has his first points. Adelaide will play Brisbane on Saturday, home game for them, and then on Monday of next week they'll host Tasmania. So back-to-back games at the entertainment centre for them. It's just starting to get to that critical point of the season for them.
Yeah, they are falling into must-win games for them. And well within their capacity to win them.
Some frustration for Sotto as he picks up foul number 4.
Well, they're going to need to start bringing it defensively in these next couple of games. Those matchups you just referred to, Jack, if they're going to get these wins. They gave up 98 to Perth the other night. They're on track to give up the same, if not more, right here to the Phoenix. And you are not going to win ball games if you're giving up that many points.
Cole Adnam misses one. That 91% free throw shooter. Been a good free throw shooter throughout his entire career, but misses that first one.
43 of 47 for the season. It's a pretty good clip.
Well, we know how much you value your free throw percentages there, Drew.
Xavier Cook's learnt that the hard
Could
way.
put you in or out of the picture.
Still very much in the picture. But it just is a little...
Just wiped it.
No, that's not true.
Like a snotty nose.
Red line type of stuff.
No, very important part of the game, free throws. Just can't be ignored.
We will see Xavier Cooks next. The Sydney Kings up against Tasmania.
The thing about Xavier Cooks is his stroke's it's not bad. His technique's not terrible. And that elbow's a little... But I've seen a lot worse shoot a lot better. So it's usually an indication there's a bit going on between the ears that when he gets to the free throw line. And that's sometimes the toughest to shake off.
CJ Bruton came into this weekend full of confidence that they had the opportunity to win both. They would have been tough. And they're going to come away 0-2 from the weekend. And they've done nothing in the process to enhance their finals chances. Shot clock switched off. Junior Madud wants a slice of the action. And why not?
Well, it's party time at John Cain Arena as the Phoenix fans enjoy this big win.
Well, they do, and I think there might have been a little something extra if they get over 100 for the fans in the venue, because they're showing a level of passion that doesn't normally equate to a nice, comfortable lead.
Well, they've already got the burgers, and now they get the donuts, courtesy of Daniel's Donuts.
There
They
you
score over 100.
Yes. They're very exciting.
So now they've got the main meal and dessert taken care of.
Is that it's a beautiful
If you
thing.
listen to some of the
And some of them are heading straight out to take advantage.
I'm going to get there now, they said.
Well, if you listen to some of the coaches in the league and some of the players, and certainly if you look at the NBA model, that shot there would have been frowned upon. And there'd be no donuts going the way of the home fans.
Daniel's Donuts.
Daniel's Donuts at that.
Now, everyone's just had a bit of a brain
He
fade
made
here.
the basket.
Does the ref get credited
Shot
with the
is good,
rebound?
The foul is after the shot. We're in bonus 2.
Sometimes just need a little bit of clarification. Shot, landed, foul. Good call, official. In fact, really, probably a little bit of flopping going on that because it may not have been free throw worthy.
Team have got some aspirations, but they're a long way from that right now. South East Melbourne win their 10th game of NBL 23 and their 8th on their home floor.
Thank you for watching. Kung nagustuhan mo ang video na ito ay mag-subscribe ka na sa ating channel. Paki-follow na rin ang ating Facebook page Utak Pilipinas. Again, this is D Sports TV. Paalam.